What's cracking, YouTube? What's cracking with you? Your boy's just chilling, pulling up for a little bit, see what's cracking with you. It's a little early in the morning, about 1 or so, maybe a little, it's about a little bit after 1. You know how we do's it. Boy comes on late night, doing what I got to do. That's what's got to happen. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Getting ready for football tomorrow. Got the early game schedule. Got to get up and listen to my boy Benther, Raider Ben 2.0, do the play-by-play. Hope you all show up and listen to that. He does a great job of doing that. So go check him out. And just got back from grocery shopping and shit. Stocking up the cupboards. Oh, what up, Ray Love? What's cracking with you? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Thanks for coming through. Let's smoke up. Let's kick it. Let's do what we do. Woo. You jacked up for the game tomorrow? Hopefully we can pull out a win. That's what we're hoping for anyway. Well, I don't know if we're going to get it, but that's what we want. Hopefully AOC can come through. The offensive line looks like it's playing a little better. Brock Bowers is playing like a man with his hair on fire. He's doing the do. Oh, all right. Cool. Nice. Yeah, I'm smoking on some runts. Just chilling. I got some runts and some bubble hash. I'll make a sandwich in a minute. We'll smoke up. Yeah, we should. Well, last week we had a good show, right? But I don't know, man. It's week to week. That's one of my problems with Aiden O'Connell is that he's inconsistent, So 1 week he comes out and he balls. Next week, not so much. But I understand he's just says it's his second year, It's not like I don't want him to succeed. I just thought that Baker Mayfield, not Baker, what the fuck, Gardner Minshew was a better man for the job, but I was wrong. He fucking sucks. I don't know if it's the offense that Gessie was calling or if it's just him. I don't know. But either way, he fucking sucks. And I have to admit when I'm wrong, and I was wrong, and that's just the way it is. I don't know how much better Aiden O'Connell is, but we'll see. We'll see if he gets a couple more wins or what. We'll see. No, I'm not hating on the kid. I want us to win. I don't care who's the quarterback. You know what I mean? What up, D Menace? Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, you're right about that. We definitely would never know. Our running back came in last week from the practice squad and showed out. So hopefully he'll show up this week too, and put in some work. Everything was clicking. We just have to, just got to make a few more plays. All we really needed to do was, snap the ball correctly, and we would have won the game. It was, we're the ones who shot ourselves in the foot. You can blame whoever you want. I'm blaming the referees because you come rolling in there with the false start and then you change it up, and then all of a sudden it's illegal formation or whatever the fuck it is, and that means the play is live. So it goes from a dead foul play to a live play. Yeah. Yeah, the refs are always doing us dirty. They've been doing us dirty since 1972. Ever since the Immaculate Deception. That's what pisses your boy off the most, right? Is it's not that just one team got to build their whole organization off of a rip-off win, like the Steelers, right? The Steelers got the Immaculate Deception, and then they went on to win 4 different Super Bowls. And then look at that, the Brady fumble. That wasn't a fumble, right? That kicked off their fucking 20-year run. A 20-year run, dude. Fucking disgusting. Well, what are you gonna do? You can't beat the NFL. The NFL controls who they want to win. No different than the WWE. Look, if you can control an outcome of billions of dollars every week, you would do it too. The problem is that they're not telling the public that's what they're doing. So everybody bets on it. Like, no one would really bet on a predetermined outcome unless you're a fucking a degenerate gambler, like the dude in Casino. Like the NFL never wanted gambling anywhere near it, but now all of a sudden they're all good with it. They're all raking in billions and billions of dollars. Like literally every point is worth millions and millions of dollars. How would you not want to control that outcome? Like anything that's got a referee or a time limit or any of that shit is fixed. Like I like the first UFC and the second UFC. I like the UFC when you fought until the end. There wasn't really a time limit. None of this shit. There wasn't no 3 rounds, 5-minute rounds. It ain't boxing, dude. You fight until the fight's over. If someone gives up or they're knocked out. Like you don't get a break. Hey, I want to take a break right now. It's been 5 minutes. Come on, man. That's boxing. Oh shit! I think I lost my weed. Oh, I did. I did lose my weed. Yeah. Goddamn. Almost lost my weed. But a lot of people don't want to accept the fact that the NFL is doing what they're not supposed to be doing. But it's in everything. It's baseball, boxing, college basketball, college football. Especially before, these kids weren't making that much money in college. They could easily be persuaded into, shaving a couple of points, making a bad pass, bricking, not getting a rebound. Just little stupid subtle shit. So, you never know. It is what it is. Yeah, absolutely. It don't matter if it's even like players like back in the day, players weren't making that kind of money. Like now, these guys, they made it so they don't have to shave points unless you're like the kicker or an offensive lineman. You ain't making that much money. Then you might be starved. If you're like a kicker and you're in debt, if you're a quarterback, you'd have to be hard up not to be able to pay your debt, making 40 million a year. But a kicker or something, offensive lineman that's making $1 million or something a year, those guys are exposed to shaving points, in my opinion. But, it is what it is. I don't mind. I just want them to be honest about it. Don't be sneaky. But if they're open about it, then no one will bet. So it's a catch-22. But like I said, there's always going to be degenerates. People are, they bet on beetles racing. They bet on grasshoppers fighting. There's all kinds of dumb shit these people bet on. Vegas is full of odds on anything. You could even bet on the odds on the presidency if you wanted. Crazy, right? It's like there ain't nothing you can't bet on. Yeah. This hash is pretty good. It's got my head hot. When you got your head hot, you're doing pretty good. Oh, no. Nope. I don't bet on the Raiders, Ray Love. I learned a long time ago, don't do that. Even when we're winning, when we were winning I don't know, 98 to 2003, I wasn't even betting on them then because they were inconsistent. I'm not I don't know like the points thing. I don't do, I can pick winners, you know what I mean? I'll pick a winner, but I don't do the point spread shit. I don't know that much about all that. The boy's not but if I got like a card, I might try and do a pick six or something like that. But yeah, I'm not really good at. I mean, you could come watch me and Ben do a pick'em show. Ben's pretty good at picking. I'm not as good as he is right now. But I'm a little bit more emotional. I think I picked the Raiders to win this week. I picked them to win last week, and they didn't win. So, but I thought we might be able to pull that out because it's a division game. Same with the Broncos. I thought we had a chance to beat the Broncos too, just because it's a division game. But I was wrong. Division games are always tough. We know each other and play each other twice a year. So, like I said, it's very familiar. It's always, a knockout, drag-out defensive kind of game. Oh, yeah, for sure. If was it Madison? Is that his name, Madison? If they can get the running game going, dude, We can definitely win. They just got to get the running game going and not cough up the ball. And if the defense can maybe get a turnover or two, might be all right. It's really, they're going to have to give us the game, dude. You know, that's what it's going to come down to. Tampa Bay is pretty much going to have to give us the game for us to win. And if we turn the ball over, it's going to be even worse. I mean, that's the one thing we can't do. We can't overcome turnovers, you know. It's bad. So we can't overcome turnovers, and we definitely, you know, and the defense ain't getting us any turnovers. You know, what, minus 16 or 17? I don't know. Something ridiculous. Like, come on, dude. That's got to be the worst in Raider history right there. I don't know. It's pretty close. I mean, that's pretty bad. That means you got to get 17 turnovers just to break even. Like you know, when I picked us to have, you know, 11 wins this year or more, I thought the defense was going to show up, but the defense never showed up. And I was wondering, you know, I was talking about it all off season. I was, you know, it really depended on how the defense showed up emotionally, you know, and they never showed up. You could tell right from the gate in preseason they weren't showing up. I already know the energy was gone. So once that energy was gone, no one's flying to the ball. No one's, you know, it was just they weren't vibing like they were last year. And you could tell. They weren't able to stop the run even in the preseason. That's a bad sign. We can't stop the run right now. Our pass rush is mediocre. You know, we're getting some pressure. But, you know, that was what we were relying on the most this year was Kuntz, Max, and I can't remember his name right now. But that was what we were relying on the most. You know, and none of that panned out. We got a lot of injured players. We just got to suck it up, Buttercup, pull up our bootstraps, get ready for the next game. Like, you know, we don't have to tank. We're not that good. We're not that good to begin with. So there's no reason to tank. You just got to go out there and play the game. We end up shooting ourselves in the foot. They're not beating us. We're beating ourselves. Actually. Yeah, I just, you know, people just got to show up. It's just like some people have just checked out. You know, I don't know. I don't know if he's lost the locker room or what, but yeah, hopefully it will be better, Ray Luff. That's what we're counting on, right? I mean, you know, we got to sign Kuntz. I mean, we got like 40 players we got to sign. There's a lot of and I don't think these guys realize they're playing for a job, not just here but anywhere else in the NFL. You know, people see them slacking or whatever. No one's going to want to, you know, give them a job. You know, Michael Mayer finally showed up. You know, that's good. It's going to be his second game back, third game back. Hopefully he can come through, keep doing what he do. You know, Jacoby Myers is still looking like a stud. We're looking good with that. So, you know, and obviously, like I said, Bowers is playing like a kid with his hair on fire. Can't stop the guy. And, yeah, just keep pushing it forward. Hopefully, you know, Offensive line will give him enough time to throw the ball. That's all we need, right? So. No, to be honest, I don't think I don't think that they're going to fire AP. Not by the way that AP's been doing the interviews and all this other stuff and press conferences and stuff. I think that he's going to be there probably next year because they didn't get him anything this year. Like they didn't get him, they didn't get him any players. They didn't get him a good. He hired the offensive coordinator, so that's on him. But this is obviously not. He doesn't have the personnel to do what he wants to do. Like when he says he wants to run the ball 30 times a game, we definitely don't have the personnel to do that yet. So we got to get a couple of more offensive linemen. Obviously, got to get a running back. Are we going to get a quarterback? I don't know. Some people don't think there's a quarterback to get in the first round. I don't know. I can't say I haven't seen Shakur. I've seen some film on him. You got to check out Raider Films. He did a little breakdown of Shakur the other day, and he's really good at breaking down the film and players. Check that guy out. I enjoy checking that guy out. He's got good content, and but yeah, check that dude out. He's always breaking down good film. But yeah, so Cam Ward, I watched a little bit of him play a little bit, but not very much. He looked good. He looked all right. I mean, he looks comfortable. He looks competent. You're not going to know until you get him in the back into an NFL situation, though. I mean, I liked Jalen Milroe, but I don't think he's got what it takes. Like we weren't in the SEC championship game, and we beat Georgia. Like but we lost 3 times. Like they never lost 3 times in one season under Nick Saban. I turned on the game today, and it was Texas and it was Georgia. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Disappointed. Yeah. So I don't think Milroe's it. And he's a great runner and all that, but he can't throw the ball. What's so funny, Ray Love? Yeah, I mean, I'm usually biased. I like Alabama, but the fucking head coach they got to replace Nick Saban ain't getting it done. Jalen Milroe ain't the guy. I mean, it's just crazy to your boy. You think I should put some more hash in here? Yeah, this one. Put a little bit more hash in here. Let's do it. What do you think? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, me too, Ray Love. But there's no guarantees. We can get Shakur and Ward, and they can just flop. You got to get a guy who wants to come in here and do something. Not only that, so I've said this a couple of times. Do you trust this AP to to coach this new young talent that you're going to bring in, this new young quarterback that you're going to bring in? You trust him to coach this kid up? I mean, like for me, like your boy's trying to, if we do get the number 1 or number 2 pick, I'm trying to go hire Ben Johnson because I think that's the only reason he would wait or he would even come here. Like that's who I would get. That's who I would try to get. If we got the number 2 or number 1 pick, I try to go get Ben Johnson from the Lions, the offensive coordinator over there. I try and bring him over here. And then, Patrick Graham is doing pretty good and all, but I'm not very impressed with him in his defense this year. So he's kind of got to go. So I try to bring in Robert Saleh, Ben Johnson and Robert Saleh. And see what happens. And let Telesco get the talent, because San Diego's always got good talent. They're always injured, but they always got good talent. And or the Raiders are probably going to raid her and get an offensive lineman or a kicker. You got to be. Who knows? Maybe they'll get the other. I can't remember Dion's corner over there, Travis something, I think his name is. He's a cornerback over there in Colorado, and he's supposed to be a corner and special teams guy. Yeah. Well, that's exactly what I don't want. Right, I don't want to get but look, I don't think Milroe. If Milroe's a second rounder, that might be worth it. But he ain't worth number 1 overall. No. Nope. Nope, not even close. But if he's in a second round somewhere, yeah. But definitely not the first round. He needs to be he's got a lot of work he's got to do. He's got to work on his he's a smart guy. Very intelligent man, no doubt about it. He's got his master's degree, very smart, but he's got to work on his throw. The problem is they stop him from running the ball, and he can't beat him throwing the ball. So until you fix that, you got a problem. He's got a rocket arm. He throws a perfect bomb, but it's that in between stuff that he's missing. Just kind of like how Lamar Jackson was when he first came out. He's a great runner. Even Cam Newton, like he needs to learn how to throw the ball first instead of running first. Like he wants to run the ball first. Oh, thanks. I know. Thank you. I appreciate that, though, Ray Love, for the love. But yeah, he's just got to work on his skills. He's still a young man. So I'm not saying he can't be successful. I'm just saying he's not a number 1. That's all. He's not number 1. He's not worth a number 1 overall pick. That's all. He's what, I don't know, 6 foot something, 225 pounds, runs about 25 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a beast. There's no doubt about that. But you can't run like you can't be that in the NFL. Look what happened to Cam Newton. Look at all these dudes. They end up getting smashed, dude. It's a little different playing college than it is playing in the NFL. Yeah, I don't know where the crew is, man. These guys are, out chilling with their ladies, or it's 1 in the mornings. Most of these 1:30 in the morning. Some people are in bed. I'm always on the late night. These are one of the most of the times when I do my show, Ray. Ray Love is about this time of the night. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, you mean this guy? Yeah. Poor kid. Like, that kind of just ruined him. I can't believe he did that. Like, I gotta come out and get a rest. I need some oxygen, coach. Okay. You say so, boss. Never seen that. By the way, I've never seen that. Not clowning, dude, but I just never seen it. It's crazy. Just like I never seen him run a replay and then throw a flag. Seen that 2 weeks ago. I'm like, what's going on with that? How do you run a replay and then throw the flag after you see a penalty on the replay? Like, that doesn't make. What are you doing? Like, they're just pulling the stuff right out of the air, bro. It's crazy, right out of the side of their neck. And no, it's not obvious it's fixed. Like, I don't know. I don't know how the referees are just, how people are just naive on how they don't see how the referees just get the game to run a certain narrative. When they want people to score points, they let them score points. When they don't want them to score, they don't. Yeah, I think AR-15 will be all right. Like I said, he's got to be honed up a little bit. A lot, just like these offensive linemen. A lot of these players, they don't play for 4 years anymore, or nearly 3 years. They just want to get in there. They probably will now because they're starting to make millions of dollars on their little deals. But after a while, like, how are you gonna coach a millionaire that thinks he knows it all already? I mean, that's where we are right now. A lot of these people don't want to be coached. They just want to come in and get a paycheck. And nobody cares about winning anymore. It's crazy. It's like a 9 to 5 to them. Yeah, I made it. Now I get paid. Now I just come in and just do whatever. I got my first, even if I don't make it after my first contract, I still made millions. We're playing a game that, people play on the concrete. You know what I'm saying? Play in the schoolyard. You play in your backyard. You guys are making millions of dollars from that shit. It's Rome, yo. It's no different than the gladiators, except it's football. Instead of people stabbing each other and killing each other and shit, they're hitting each other. Well, they don't even get to hit each other that hard anymore, but it used to be like gladiator kind of shit. Fools get smashed, carried off the field, broken. Those were the days. But at some point, who knows? Once they once they start putting flags on, no one's going to start watching. I don't know. I think that's where it's going to go next. I think the shot that knocked out Trevor Lawrence is going to make the NFL is going to make some kind of stupid rule this year in the off season and some other stuff. So I don't know. It was pretty blatant, but it is what it is. Yeah, I just think it's up to the player to defend himself. Like that's not on Trevor Lawrence, dude. That's on that player. So, you know that you know there's no rule that you're gonna make that's gonna stop that. That dude's just being over aggressive. He messed up. He's got to pay the consequences for it. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for Trevor Lawrence, but they already protect these quarterbacks enough. It's hard, like I said, pretty soon they're going to be like, oh, we got to put flags on everybody for the safety. Like, what's the point of even having football? I mean, they got flag football for the Pro Bowl. I don't want to, I don't want to watch some guys play flag fucking football, bro. Like, the whole reason why I used to I watch football is for the hits. I didn't watch football. I don't watch football for the touchdowns. I don't, that's cool and all, but really, I like the hits. I like fools getting knocked out. I don't watch NASCAR racing to watch the winner, watch somebody win a race. I watch them because I want to see them crash. I watch drag race because I want to see them blow up, maybe catch on fire and shit. Like, I don't watch to see who's gonna win. Damn, what is blowing your boy up right now? What the fuck? Whoa! All right. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, that's what people, that what it is they started appealing to women, turn this into a simp sport. Women are, oh, he's hurt. Oh, this CT scan shit or whatever. That's a bunch of malarkey. If a mechanic cuts his fingers off when he's working on the car, he don't get to see the manufacturer or his job for cutting his fingers off. That's part of kind of the risk of the job. Like getting smacked in the head, getting physical in football is part of the job, yo. If you can't take it, then maybe you shouldn't do it. Like, you're already making millions. Like, I can't figure it out. There's guys that back in the day that did this shit that had to work two jobs. One was football, and then in the off season they worked a regular job. They didn't do it because they were making money. These guys are doing it. There's a difference. It's just a different kind of attitude. It's just men are different now. It's all shaking hands after the game and changing jerseys, hugging it out, and all this other shit. Fuck all that. Oh yeah, all right. What kind of dogs you got? I'm here. What up, Clark? I got a Frenchie. Oh, well, you can probably see it's right there. It's my logo. Tacos. Yeah. So it's going down. So yeah, like watching that hit on Steve Young. I can't remember the guy from I can't remember his name, but he's from the Arizona Cardinals. Came in there, smacked him. Retirement. There's quite a few people that got smacked around. Joe Namath when he broke his leg on Monday Night Football. Remember that? Like it was yesterday. Oh, you love Max Crosby. All right. Yep. Joe Theismann. Yep. There's plenty of people that got schmackered. It sure was. You are not lying about that, Clark. It was definitely great TV. All those 70s shows were great. The Jeffersons, Good Times. What was the other one? The one with rerun. I can't remember. I can't remember the one with rerun. I can't remember the name of it right now. There was a bunch of cool shows back in the 70s. And in the 80s, it was all right. But, it is what it is. No, it's just because I'm hitting the bong, Clark. I'm just hitting the bong diggity. That makes me cough a little bit. It's all goody good. So you had some tacos? Ray said he's got a mutt. Oh, all right. Well, mutts are good dogs. They usually don't have as many problems as purebred dogs. Like my boy's gonna probably have problems, yo. But that's the risk of getting the Frenchie. Oh, all right. Hawaiian. All right. All right. After 6 years. Oh, all right. Wow. All right. You're going to town then. Yeah. Oh, all right. On a diet. Oh man. Oh shit. Crazy. Sorry about that. Oh man. Yeah, that's harsh. Yeah, usually don't take long once they get sick, man. Death is always horrible. Oh man. Yeah, that sucks. That's a horrible position to be in. Yeah, she probably did. Animals know these things. People know these things. Oh man. Yeah, dogs. Yeah, dude. Like, if my dog needs a back surgery or something, it's like 10 racks. There's no way I could afford that. So I got to get my boy a ramp. I got to stop letting him jump off of the bed and shit, and on and off the couch. Oh man, that's rough, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna be hella sad when my boy goes, bro. I've only had my boy for like 2.5 years or something. And I'm gonna be sad as fuck when he's gone. I never knew I get so attached to my boy. I never been really attached to anything in my life. Yeah, usually. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Usually, if they don't get up and want to meet you at the door either, that's not a good sign either. Yeah, dogs are like family members. It's crazy how expensive like these surgeries and shit are, man. These medicines are like, yeah, we like saving the pet. We're veterinarians. We love doing it for the pets. God damn, like an ACL or whatever is like 5 racks. I'm like, what the hell? I thought you liked dogs. I thought you liked animals. That's absurd. Oh yeah, they definitely do. Every time I take my boy to see one, to see the vet, it costs me a minimum $500-600. It's never like, oh, it's 90 for the visit and all this other stuff. Like, goddamn, it's like I'm going to the regular hospital for myself. It's crazy. Don't have an emergency on a Saturday or a Sunday. It's all over when that happens. Oh no, I didn't hear Logan's trying to Kendrick, huh? Oh boy. I thought he was gonna retire. That sucks, Clark. Oh, that's crazy. Wow. Yeah, sometimes my boy's face uh he gets allergic to something and he's like gets red. He has red tears and and I got some allergy pills. I asked them if I can give them Benadryl, and they're like, "No, that won't work." So I don't know if it'll work or not, but I'm going to try it because I don't trust them. I don't think they just want me not to give them Benadryl. Is all. I think they want me to have to pay for their prescription, which is a bunch of bullshit, a bunch of scammers. Oh yeah. He don't want to fight anybody in their prime though. He don't want to do any of that. He likes to beat up on older guys. Like Tyson's what, like 58 or something? Like it's crazy. You know, and you could tell Tyson wasn't trying to do nothing. It's like they were just dancing in there. I think Tyson wanted to kill that guy. He couldn't kill him, or else he wouldn't get paid. Yeah, he definitely paid Tyson. That's why Tyson took the 20 million. He's like, fuck it, I'll take the 20 million. Walked out, pulled his pants down, and pretty much told everybody to kiss his ass. Like, he don't give a shit. He got paid to dance for 6 minutes. And then Evander Holyfield's like, yeah, I want to fight you. I want to fight you, Tyson, again or whatever. I don't know. Like the shit is just ridiculous. It's a little too late for that. Mike's making a fortune off of his Mike's Bites thing, his little ear thing. His little ear with his ear missing. He should have just made the little pieces of the ear that was missing. That's what he should have packed. Instead of the ear with the missing piece, he should have just made the little missing. He should have made the missing piece. Mm. Yeah, well, no one does, Clark. I mean, what's his name? George Foreman was kind of an anomaly. He was old, but uh, no, thanks for your love. Yeah, he was just he was old, but he was big, but he could still hit hard. He wasn't fast, but he could punch. He could just knock fools out. That's the last thing that goes. Is your reaction. First thing that goes is your speed and your reaction, but your power is the last thing to go. And if a 45, 46, 47-year-old man can hit you hard enough to knock you out with a pair of gloves on, that's scary. Just saying. That's pretty nuts, if you ask me. So, you know, any man that's capable of knocking another man out is very dangerous. My best advice to anybody who don't do it. Don't even fight. I make it the absolutely last resort, because the last thing you want to do is punch somebody and them fall over, hit their head, die, and then you go to jail for some dumb shit. If it's your last resort, if you got to defend yourself, that's one thing. But even then, we live in a crazy society right now. People going to jail for defending yourselves, defending others. Like, who goes on a train and is like, I'm going to kill everybody and don't do all this shit? No, I'm not going to go to jail, and I don't care if I go to jail. Like, that's just crazy. How do you react to something like that? It's like, yeah, fuck it. I don't care if I go to jail. I don't care if I kill all of you. Like, what the hell? It's just a bad situation to be in. And look at him now. Tried to save a bunch of people. And now he's going to go. Now they want to put him in jail. The guy, I don't think the guy died from him choking him out. The guy died because he was on some drugs. But whatever. I don't know. Allegedly. I don't know. It's a crazy situation for John Penny to be in. You just got to try and, the haters are always going to hate, man. That's their job. I don't know why. I don't know why people got to be like that. When you give out good positive vibes with other people, you get good positive vibes. As he's coming up, you're coming up. You bring him down, you're bringing yourself down. I guess people don't really understand that. Like, don't be jealous. Do you. Don't worry about what the other guys got or doing. But a lot of people just be jelly, yo. It's hard to find people that are actually happy for you to actually be successful. That's why you always have a bunch of associates or whatever, but you're only going to have a couple of real friends. At the most, 4 or 5 she can really trust. Some people do. Like I said, some people do want to watch people succeed, bro. Some people don't have that jelly bone in them. Like, I ain't got the jelly bone in me. I want all my friends to be successful, even if I'm not being successful myself. It doesn't help me to undermine them and be negative towards them. That's my bad. That's bad energy on me, and that ain't helping them either. If you got people that are always shooting down your ideas or whatever, it's not good people to be around. Like I got like three friends that I've known since I don't know minimum 20 years. I know one guy since I was like 10 or younger, 9, 10. So yeah, that's my oldest friend. You know, people don't have friends. Too many people don't have friends like that anymore. It's hard to keep people like that. Those are the people that you can call at 3 in the morning when you need a ride or whatever. Your shit's broken down. Yeah, I'm glad you stopped drinking. It's a good thing. You know, but people gotta do what's right for them, bro. I can't tell people what to do. I just let them do what they do. I'm not here to judge them. I'm here to just kick it. And they want to do that, that's on them. Yeah, true that. Ray Love. Yeah, you're doing a good job, Clark. Just keep it up, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's what gives you something else to do, keeps your mind busy. So instead of wanting to drink. I mean, like I said, I'm not much of a drinker. I drink once in a while on occasion. Like I was drinking a couple of weeks ago. But I got some Hennessy in there and some eggnog in there that's still left over. I haven't even touched it since I don't know, maybe last Saturday or the Saturday before that, and last Saturday or whatever. Like it's not something that that I crave. Like I have to do. The one thing that I really like to do is oysters, huh? All right. No, I'm not a big oyster guy. I don't eat anything out of the ocean, Clark. Yeah, you definitely want to do that, Clark. Yeah, I started to not eat anything out of the ocean. Yeah, there's this place called Fukushima. It's this nuclear power plant in Japan, and they've been dumping water into the ocean for a while. And what up, Gord? What's cracking? Good to see you. Thanks for coming through. Thanks everybody for coming through and saying what's up. I appreciate that. Yeah, the Fukushima thing. Yeah. So yeah, like I don't even go on the beach. I used to like to go on the beach and stuff, but I don't even go on the beach, dude. I live close to the beach, but a lot of that radiation just flowed right on over here, right from Japan, right over here, and landed on our beaches. So your boy don't go to the beach no more. I try to stay away from that place. I ain't even lying. So you guys heard of these little UFO balls that have been flying around and shit? Everyone's been tripping off of. There's been a lot of the UFO stuff been going on. People are talking about. Huh. Yeah. Okay, so you live over there by Hermona Beach. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Well, yeah, except for the water that comes up from the sewage that comes up from Tijuana and all that, Baja, Mexico, and all that. That's always rough. I know where you stay, but that shit flows up, dude. That shit flows up. Flows up to San Diego. It keeps going. Luckily, it dilutes before it gets here. But shit flows downhill. And luckily, that's why Mexico ain't trying to fix it. If it's going south, they'd be fixing it, but because it's going north, they don't give a shit. That's funny how water works that way. On a round ball, it flows upwards. Never mind. I'm gonna get into that. Huh. Interesting. Well, that ain't too far. Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was asking about a little while ago, Ray. Some people are saying that they're seeing these things and shit. Yeah, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, supposedly there's a whole lot popping off right now. There's some other stuff that earthquake that popped off the other day. I don't know if you guys outside of Humboldt County. That shit popped off. That was crazy. It got a little tsunami alert and shit. I knew it wasn't going to be nothing though. But one of these days it will be. One of these days there might be a big old 100-foot wave come riding into the coast and shit. Some monstrosity kind of fucking shit. Some diabolical fucking natural disaster kind of stuff. Lucky for your boy, I live on top of the hill. Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. So there's also supposedly a big old earthquake down there in the super volcano. I don't know if you guys know anything about that. Well, it's a super volcano in Yellowstone, but yeah, that thing had an earthquake the other day too. That shit's wilding out too. It's pretty crazy. There's all kinds of crazy stuff going on. But yeah, I don't know if they're here because of their because they're trying to watch the fireworks that's going to possibly go on, or if they're trying to stop it, or what's going on, Ray Love. But a lot of people are seeing them all over the place, like around the airplanes and all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely going to go down. Oh, all we can do is wait and see what's going to happen. Big old, I don't know. You never know what's going to happen. An earthquake can happen any second. God forbid that. But yeah, but you can only shoot so many guns at one time, Ray Love. I'm on board with buying and owning guns, bro. Don't get it Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for that, but you need to have ammo. Guns without ammunition are just hammers. They're just useless little hammers or whatever, bro. You got to buy more ammo. I mean, but how many rounds of ammo can you really carry on you? I'm just, your boys, everybody's got their own recommendations, Definitely buy ammo. Definitely do that. I definitely would recommend you guys doing that. And buying guns, learning how to shoot guns, learning how to work on them and clean them, shoot them, be safe, learn the 4 rules of firearm safety, all that. And yeah, stash ammo too. Yeah, stash some weapons too. You got to have a stash of everything. You never know what's going to happen. Oh well, all right. Well, get a crossbow, or get a bow and arrow, get a compound bow. You gotta be smart, Clark. Gord, did Canada really say that they're going to confiscate the guns and send them to Ukraine? Did they really say that? Is that what Trudeau's like trying to do? Is that what he's doing? Like, put it in the comments what that communist is trying to do. These guys are wilding out over there. I can't even believe it. Well, I suggest you go buy one, Clark. If you can own one, you better go get one. Learn how to operate it, clean it. Because when the shit goes down, you better be ready. Oh, he doesn't mind you calling Trudeau trash. He definitely knows what a tyrannical garbage can Trudeau is. He's a straight what do you call that? What do you call that? A dumpster fire. That's what the fuck Trudeau is. That fool's a communist dumpster fire, just like Gavin Newsom is. Gavin Newsom's a communist dumpster fire too. This fool said, "Yeah, we're gonna Trump-proof California. We're gonna make sure that we're gonna keep making you fight to keep making you keep paying the highest prices possible. Why spending all your money on useless court cases?" Yeah, sounds like it, Gord. Sounds like a bunch of BS. I'm sorry, man. Our place isn't much better. Well, hopefully that's going to change here pretty soon. I got little doubt. You know, I'm optimistic, but I have my doubts. Let me just put it that way. Oh yeah, we've been needing to get rid of that guy. He's the worst guy ever. I can't believe he beat the recall. We recall him, and these guys keep vote to keep him in. I don't even know how that even happened. It's unbelievable. But whatever. And then now they say Kamala's going to come over here and try to run for governor. I say good luck with that. Ain't nobody wants that. Ain't nobody want her over here. Yeah, it is. Yeah, they are gaslighting Ukraine. We're the one pretty much funding that shit. America is the only country that foreign policy is to give our money away. The central bank uses the United States military to do its bidding, to go around the world, strong arming people to and doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing when these guys refuse to take use the dollar. Gaddafi, Saddam, when they're like, no, we're not going to use the dollar anymore. Guess who shows up at the front door? And then go over there, waste 20 years and $14 trillion. A bunch of people got paid, and we didn't get anything out of it but the debt. We owe over 30. We owe 30 something $1 trillion, and almost half of it is from the war in the Middle East. That meant nothing. And then we left, I don't know, a few $100 billion worth of equipment over there when we pulled out of Afghanistan or whatever. Good job. And I don't know. Like our foreign policy is to give everybody money. I don't know. I don't see anybody give any other country's foreign policy doing that. Printing money. We're printing money at interest to send over to a foreign country to support their war, to fund their war. Both wars, Ukraine and Israel's war. Well, Israel's genocide, anyway. Yeah, they probably won't. Well, they try to do that here back in the 1700s. It didn't work out very good for them. I'm sorry you had to put up with that. I'm sorry we had to put up with this last or this administration right now. I'm sure a lot of people are well, I know a lot of people are fed up with it because um, the election says so. That's why. But Gavin Newsom's trying to gaslight us. Like Trump didn't just win five big ass counties down in Southern California. Like there's only like the coastal cities and counties that voted for Kamala, and the rest of the state was red. Like he was trying to gaslight us. Like no, everybody still wants us to keep pushing this nonsense. What you talking about, Clark? Are you being silly right now? You don't know. You don't know why people need an AR? Because fuck you. That's why. I don't need a reason to need an AR, bro. It's my right. ARs are no. You know what an AR-15 is, Clark? You ever shoot a 22 like a 22 rifle? You ever shoot a 10-22? You know anything like that? Because all a AR-15 is, Clark, is a 22 with a longer casing on it. That's all an AR-15 is, dude. It's a 22 with a longer casing. In fact, do I even have one right here? I don't got one right here. But that's all it is, Clark. It's not like some kind of devastating round and it's a semi-automatic weapon, Clark. It's not a weapon of war. That's all. They're gaslighting you. That's propaganda, bro. It's no different. Oh, it looks scarier because it's black. It's no different than having a semi-automatic pistol. It works the same way as a semi-automatic pistol, bro. You're gonna ban every semi-automatic pistol? It doesn't even make sense. Cool. I shot lots of guns too. But the AR-15 is just like I said, it's a 22 bullet with a longer cartridge than a 22 long rifle. That's all it is. It goes faster. That's all. It ain't some kind of a 30-06 is way more powerful. 30-30, a 308. There's shit does it's the easiest rifle and it's the most popular rifle in America, next to probably the AK. I mean, the AK is second, obviously. How you can't ban something that's that popular, bro? There's hundreds of millions of them, literally. You don't need to hunt with it, Clark. It's like the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment isn't about hunting. It's about self-protection and protecting yourself against a tyrannical government in sport. And yeah, it could also be used for hunting too, but it's not about hunting. It's about self-protection. Most people prefer to use a handgun to defend themselves in their home. Some people prefer to use a shotgun. So, but that's the choice of Americans to decide what they want to do. That's why these guns are on the shelves. America's when you know how people know what Americans want is by um, purchasing. Like it's Americans have spoken, just like when they just voted. Americans want AR-15s. Why? There's no reason why we shouldn't have them. We have the right to have them. If that's what Americans want, who is the government to come in there and say you can't have them? The right to bear arms shall not be infringed. You know that? You know what I'm saying? You know what shall not be infringed means? Because that means you can't make any laws against it, bro. Even though they have all these laws that they made are unconstitutional. They know they are. They just haven't had a Supreme Court that's down to throw their shit out, but there is now, and all of their shit's in danger right now. Pretty soon, all of this stupid ass assault weapon, man. It ain't no assault weapon. That's a propaganda term. An assault rifle is a what they have is a fully automatic gun, uh, uh, M4 or M16. That's different than an AR-15, bro. No army is going to hand out AR-15s to their military. They're going to hand out minimum three round burst and fully automatic guns. They're not going to give them out semi-automatics. Ain't no weapon of war. That's some kind of bullshit that they try to say. Why should the law abiding be punished for the retards or what the retards have done? You don't see the alcohol companies or the car companies having to stop making their products or getting sued for their products for drunk driving and killing people every weekend because they got a protection. And so do guns. But they still try and sue gun companies to put them out of business. It's called lawfare. Just like they just did to Trump. Even though these guys know they'll lose, they'll still bring the case against them and make them spend hundreds of thousands of dollars just to fight the case. And they won because most of the time they end up losing. They end up winning the case, but they end up going bankrupt. And that's the whole point, is to bankrupt them. I didn't say you didn't say we shouldn't have anything. You said we shouldn't have AR-15s. I'm just saying it's a semi-automatic rifle, and it's no different than a semi-automatic pistol. The only difference is the length of the barrel. The action is the same. The semi-autos have been around since the 1800s. People don't like it because it's got a little pistol grip on it, and it's not wood grained. It looks scary and stuff. It's all black. Give me a break, yo. Grow some fucking nuts. These fucking progressive ass fucking liberals out here. Been done taking my rights for over 30 years, Clark. We've had an assault weapons ban in California since fucking 1989, bro. What year is it? That's almost my whole adult life. Since I was 17 years old, bro. It's fucking ridiculous. Now, on some it's called evil features. Oh, scary ass pistol grip. Oh, you got a flash suppressor. You got a standard magazine, but we call it a large capacity magazine. We went in here and we decided, you know what? Feinstein and all these people went in there and they all decided, oh, we're just going to give you 10 rounds in your magazine. We figured you need a round per finger. They just went in there and just dreamed up some number and then passed some bullshit. And then made it a law. And put a whole bunch of guns that are still on the list right now. Colt, you can't own a Colt. Can't own shit. It's ridiculous, bro. Like they're stopping something. No, you said why AR-15s? Why have an AR-15, right? I'm just saying because they're easy to shoot. There's no recoil. I mean, it's an accurate weapon. So you keep it clean, and why not? Why wouldn't you want one? Some people prefer a Mini 14. It's no different than a Mini 14, except it's got a pistol grip on it instead of a wood stock. That's what I'm telling you, dude. There's no different. You ever watch the 18? It's the same thing. Oh, all right. Well, then my bad. Clark. Well, you can go out and pick one up for like $700, and I didn't say you were talking about banning anything. I was just giving you the rundown of what's going on, Clark, of what's been going on in this state. That's all. I'm not accusing you of supporting that or anything. I'm just explaining you and letting you know what's been going on around here. The nonsense that's been going on in this state since I was 17 years old. That absolutely does nothing. It absolutely does nothing but makes people feel good. I didn't know feelings were covered in the Constitution. You know what I'm saying? I thought my Second Amendment rights mattered, not someone's feelings. But hopefully, as this whole feelings and all of this shit is all over with, hopefully we can get back to some, being some men and not fucking being all soy boyish and fucking crying all the time. Maybe men will start get rid of these skinny jeans and let their nuts hang again. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. No, you can actually definitely ask a question. There's nothing wrong about that, for sure. It's all good. I answered your question. The answer is why not? It's an awesome weapon. I mean, they range in prices from basically 400 to like $5,000, bro. Oh well, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, Clark. I didn't mean to insult you or hurt your feelings, bro. All right, well, that's good to know, Clark. I'm glad I didn't hurt your feelings. I don't know if I'd be able to sleep tonight if I hurt your feelings. Just kidding. I don't want to be a dick. I'm just kidding, man. I don't like. I don't want to hurt your feelings, dude. But no, I've gotten the Second Amendment means a lot to your boy. Same thing with the First Amendment. So that's some serious stuff to your boy. So I definitely. But if I was you, I'd go out there and get me one, Clark. Go to the local store down there and go check one out, dude. Go put one in your hands. Check it out. They're awesome. Well, you probably might have already shot one. You said you might have one. Yeah, no, all right. Well, I apologize for lumping you into a bunch of dickheads then. How's that? But anyways, go out there, spend yourself some money. Actually, you know what? Well, go to Vegas. Next time you're in Vegas, they got this place where you can go rent all kinds of guns, Clark. And it's a pretty cool place. You can pretty much rent whatever you want, and you go over there and go check it out and go test whatever you want. And after you're done, that's what I suggest you do. Go check them out, see how it feels in your hand. You know, not everything feels good in your hand. If it doesn't feel good in your hand, like an extension, then you may not want to buy it because it's not going to you're not going to want to shoot it. You gotta have you gotta have man hands for 45s, especially if you're talking about dual stack magazines and stuff like that. You're absolutely right about that, Cord. This thing will sit here all night. It won't do nothing until I pick it up and squeeze it. Well, all right. Well, there you go, Clark. Well, I told you my feelings about it, and there's nothing more I can tell you other than to go check one out, go shoot one. They're pretty cool. You get the right ammo. Make sure you get a 20-inch barrel though. Don't cheat yourself with the 16. The 16s are cool, but the 5.56 and the 2.23 are designed for 20-inch barrels, which means you get the maximum velocity. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I got other interests too. You know, I just don't like guns. I like hot rods. I like all kinds of stuff. Hella. No, maybe you should check it out. You might like it. Got to do it. I wish I could get. I wish I could go shooting more. That's what I do want to do. But it's a little bit expensive over here. There's not really too many places to do it, and you want to buy. If I want to buy ammo here if I want to buy ammo here, I got to send it to the gun store, and then go through a background check, which it's no problem. I mean, I'll pass the background check, but yeah, go check it out, dude. It's a good time. No. Well, you can, but you have to send it to your local gun store, and then you got to fill out the paperwork or whatever and do all that. Oh, you cutting out, Gord? I'll check you out later, man. Thanks for coming by. Isn't it Sunday over there, Gord? You're going to work? Man, poor guy. That's rough. Yeah, dude, you just don't get to walk into the store. No, you had to fill out forms. You have some. Oh, you're talking about for the game tomorrow. No, no, Clark. Not around here. Like everybody has to go through a background check. Everybody. Anybody who purchases a gun's got to go through a background check. It's just the law. It is what it is. They've been gaslighting you thinking that, and you didn't have to. But and even if you do friend to friend transaction, specifically in California, I believe you have to. You might have to go drop that off at the FFL, which is at the gun store. So you can shop for guns online, but you have to you might be able to fill out the paperwork or whatever, and then online, and then they'll ship it to the gun store that or the FFL that's going to have it, and then they'll hold it and then release it after you're cleared or whatever, after your 10-day holding period too. I don't know, but yeah, it's got to go to an FFL first. Well, you can just go into the store and then you buy it, and then you're gonna have to wait and come back and pick it up. You can buy it and pay for it right there, but you can't leave with it. Google it. 10 days. I don't know they're working on throwing a 10-day waiting period out. In some states like Arizona and Nevada, like they do it right there. You wait 30 minutes. It's less than 30 minutes or something. It's like that. And then yeah, then you can leave with it. Those states you can't. Those states you can go, but they still got to do a background check. You still got to do paperwork. But yeah, I'm about to bounce out. It's been about an hour and 45 minutes, man. I appreciate everybody coming by, and yeah, it's kind of late. I didn't realize it. So what about it? You're good. There's nothing wrong with crossing state lines with guns. Just it's just have to be in California. It's just got to be a certain configuration. Like I was just telling you, we have these stupid laws, Clark, that like an AR-15. We have can't have certain configurations. Right? Can't have a pistol grip. It's got to have a fin grip. It's got all It's got to do all this and all that. And then we have a handgun roster, which means only certain handguns are available in California. Handguns that are available in like what you call it in other states like Arizona and Nevada, you can't get here because California doesn't want to add new guns to it. But they're loose in that case too. So there's a lot of cases going down right now, coming down the pipe, and so hopefully that'll be all right. Hopefully we'll win some of these cases, and the Supreme Court's hopefully going to take up this assault weapons ban and throw this shit out, and then all of these states can eat a dick. It'll finally be over. 30 years of waiting. 30-something years of waiting. It don't matter about crossing state lines, like I said, Clark. Yeah, as long as it's stored correctly, it's all good. Nothing, nothing happens. Yeah, you should be all right, but you have to. I don't know if you can buy another gun in another state without having that state ID, which is crazy to me because the Second Amendment goes all through all 50 states. And like you said, if I buy a gun in another state, I should be able to take it anywhere I want. I shouldn't be limited to just being able to buy a gun in the state that I live in, but that's how it is in California. Yeah, there's crazy. California's got crazy laws, Clark. That's what I'm saying. These guys has fucked up the whole thing for everybody out here. Hey, California used to be everybody used to want to. When I was growing up, everybody wanted to move in here. Everybody wanted to be here. It's beautiful. It was run like a well-oiled machine. These guys have killed the goose that laid the golden egg, man. Newsom and and Jerry Brown and all these other in the last, I don't know, 12 years of this place, it's just been nonsense, bro. Been crazy. Just destroying it. How are you going to destroy the the sixth largest or fifth largest economy in the world, bro? I don't get it. Yeah, I see, Clark. Well, um, yeah, it's been a long battle, Clark. It's been a long battle for people that in the state of California that want that for their gun rights, because these guys are like, no one needs a gun in the urban areas and all this other stuff. They think that the police are going to protect everybody, and obviously you see that that's not even possible. So anybody, and then when you protect yourself or protect others, you end up going to jail because they don't want you to protect yourself. They want you to be a victim because they make money off of these criminals. It's just the way it is. We live in a system where everybody makes money off of somebody committing a crime. They go in, they have to go work, and go make license plates or wood furniture, who knows what. I don't know. But yeah, I'm about to bounce up out of here, guys. I appreciate you coming by, and you guys have a good night. And, you know, till tomorrow morning, go Raiders. Peace.